Learning Corporation, matter of time, short version. Mixed.
There's a Revolutionary War soldier buried in here?
How do you know?
I've seen his grave. Lots of times. I come here with my mom when she does headstone rubbing.
Headstone rubbings? Your mom is into everything. See that mausoleum?
Yeah?
In case I die young and beautiful, let my folks know I want to be buried in one just like it.
Ugh, not me. I'd feel silly taking up all that space.
Oh, Lisa, come take a look. What do you think? More aquamarine?
More azure.
Azure? Really think so?
So what are you doing home? Thought you had some big arts committee meeting this afternoon.
Oh, something came up. Good book?
Not bad. Vanity Fair. What time are Jim and Jane coming up from the city this weekend?
They're not. I'm afraid your dear old mom is checking to the hospital instead.
What?
Well, I went to the doctor this afternoon about that sore throat I've been having, and he found a little tumor on my lung, and he absolutely insists on removing it.
Tumor? You're going to have an operation?
That is how doctors make their money. On stupid women like me who are foolish enough to go to them in the first place. You know, it couldn't happen at a worse time. Got the deadline for the art show.
Mom! It's not cancer.
Oh, Lisa, honey. Would I be standing here talking to you like this for a moment if I thought it was cancer? No, it's benign. You're sure of it. I go into the hospital Friday, and I do the operation Saturday morning. Do you think you can stay with Joe for the weekend?
Yeah, I guess so.
My teeth! 20!
I counted 12.
So I owe you 8. Have you started your freedom essay yet?
I'm just stating.
Worried about your mom?
Not really. She said it's just a simple routine operation. Hey, what time is it?
Almost 4.
Oh, I gotta run. I'm meeting my dad at the house to take me to the hospital.
Hey, wait! It's for your mom.
Thanks, Joe. She'll love it. See ya. Hello?
Lisa, it's Jane.
Hi, sis. No news yet. I'm waiting for Dad to come home.
Lisa, Jim and I are at the hospital with Dad.
You are? What are you doing in town? I thought...
It's Mom. Something's happened.
Your mother's tumor was malignant, Liesl. The cancer has spread all through her lungs. It's terminal, and only a matter of time now. I begged her to go. I begged her to go.
Where?
To the doctor. She was too busy. Too busy. For weeks, she was too busy to think about herself or a sore throat. I begged her. Now it's too late.
How much time does she have?
Maybe 3 months.
months.
She'll go home. And then eventually it will get stronger and stronger. Lisa, wait! Let it out, Lisa. We're all going to need our strength for what's ahead.
I find it difficult to talk to my mother lately. Will things get worse when she comes home? Will we eventually just stop talking? Today she asked me if we missed her. I couldn't believe it. My super talented, always together mom actually had to ask.
What's wrong with you, Liso? Mrs. Canby's been here 10 minutes. We've been waiting for you.
Why did you bring that woman here? Mom's only been home 3 days. Couldn't you give her a chance to catch her breath?
Mrs. Canby is a trained social worker. We were very impressed when we met her at the hospital. She knows what she's doing.
The last thing we need is an outsider
An
to come in
outsider
here.
is exactly what we need. Someone to help us face this problem. Now, are you coming or not? Papaya mint.
Thank you. Oh, it's good. I like it.
Mrs. Canby. Sam. This is my sister, Liesel.
Hi, Liesel. Please call me Sam, too, okay? It's short for Samantha. I was just telling your family how pleased I am to have a chance to work with you. I hope you remember that my door is always open, and I want you to feel free to call on me at any time. Don't hold your breath.
Liesel?
No, it's okay, Jane. It's okay. She's expressing herself. It's good. We should all do that. Let's keep going. Liesel? Anything else you want to say? All right, then. Jean. Will you share your feelings with us?
All I can say is that I don't really feel like I'm dying. I feel like I'm getting better every day. Maybe I won't die. Maybe they'll find something.
What about you, Louis? How do you feel about all this?
I don't feel anything.
Liesel? Liesel, look at your mother. Look at her. Tell her what you see. Tell her, Liesel. I see a tired, lovely face. Whatever happens, and whenever it happens, you still have now to enjoy each other. Now, don't let the future ruin the present. Jean is alive. She can still do things. She's still herself. Don't let yourself miss out on the now.
No, I can't. I won't. I don't want her to die. It's not fair. Look, Mrs. Canby, we really appreciate you coming here, but we can manage just fine on our own. We don't need someone to come in here and tell us how to watch our mother die. believe Miss Malloy actually fell asleep during class.
She must have jumped 3 feet when the bell rang.
Oh, poor thing. She's getting so old.
Well, what do you expect? She taught typing to Mark Twain.
Jeff, that's cruel.
Yeah, I know. I'm serious, though. They better retire her. She's going to drop dead right in the middle of class. Oh, I'm sorry.
For what?
Making a joke like that. Sorry. Well, look, I have to get to the library, but I'll see you after lunch, okay?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, she's all right. It was just a book falling off her bed.
Dad, could we talk? We haven't really discussed this thing happening to Mother.
I'm not really in the mood for talking, Liesl.
Dad, I know you still think of me as a kid, but I'm not. I'm growing up. And I'm old enough to talk about things like Mom dying. It would really help if you'd let me.
Well, we'll talk about it later, all right?
Hazel.
Hi.
Hi. What brings you out on a day like this?
2 things, I guess. One, I'd like to apologize for my behavior when you came to our house. And 2, I could use someone to talk to.
1, no apology necessary. 2, it's what I'm here for. Let me have your coat. Have a seat. Can I get you some tea? It's papaya mint.
Oh, no thanks. Nothing for me.
Sit down.
Thanks.
What's on your mind?
Well, I don't really know where to start. I feel like my whole world has turned upside down. And it's not just because my mother's dying, it's me. I feel like I'm dying too. I can't study anymore. I have this essay due, and I haven't been able to write 1 word. My friends don't know how to act around me. My dad won't talk. I feel like nothing. Like one great big zero.
Well, if you don't feel so special or important now, what do you intend to do about it? What are your plans for the future?
I don't really have any.
I think a good place to begin would be to try to figure out who you are.
I'm Liesl Gilbert, a face in the crowd. My one claim to fame is that I'm Jean Gilbert's daughter, and you can't top her.
You have to top your mother.
Jane said something like that. She told me not to live my life in Mother's shadow. Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey.
What are you doing?
Oh, just getting some things together so your father can put them in the garage.
Well, Mom, don't put your paints away. Use them.
I started. Oh, will you look at this? I haven't seen this in years. Liesl, come sit down. I want to show you something.
I didn't know you kept these.
Well, of course. That was our cat Ginger, remember?
Sure. Look at those long whiskers and those big green eyes.
Not bad for a 6-year-old. Maybe I should have given you more encouragement.
Oh, I don't remember this.
Oh, I do. Your teacher gave you a gold star and you ran home to tell me.
Busy, busy, oh so busy. Why did I write that?
Maybe that's how you saw me. Did you all see me that way? I always felt that Jane resented me all the time I spent away from home. Well, your father, The busier I got, the more he began to bury himself in his own work. We lost contact in a lot of ways. I wanted it to be different with you. Have we been as close as we could be?
Sure, Ma. We couldn't be closer.
Boy, will you look at all this clutter? Things that person can accumulate.
Well, what's this?
It's a list. I've sent one to Jane. It tells how I'd like my things divided. Keep it in a safe place.
I just met a part of my mother I never knew before. Beneath all that strength, behind all that busyness is really another person who worries and isn't sure. I guess she'd always been that way. She just kept it so well hidden. I saw in her a small, helpless child, as lost and unhappy as I am sometimes. And I realized my mother and I are alike. Neither one of us really knows who we are. Is everything all right?
Everything's fine, just fine. Yeah, it's my turn to make supper.
He never talks anymore. Maybe he doesn't love me.
Mama, of course he loves you. I'll talk with you. How you feeling?
Not so bad today. Now I know how an athlete feels who's been benched. What's that?
It's an essay. All the kids in advanced English had to write one. The best one is going to be chosen to represent the school in the Voice of Freedom contest. You can read it. I mean, if you want.
Honey, I've got this headache.
It's no problem. No big deal.
Look, I can't read it, but you could read it to me.
All right. Just a little, though.
Okay.
What Freedom Means to Me by Liesl Gilbert. To walk through fields on a summer day. To explore the faces on a crowded bus. To sleep without fear. Shout about how much I hate the world. Or about how much I love it. I can believe in God or not. I can believe in myself. Freedom is me doing what I want to do.
Liesl, that's wonderful. And it's just wonderful. I wrote a poem once.
You did?
Mm-hmm. It was about maybe 10 years old. It was right after my parents died and I moved in with Grandma. I caught pneumonia and I was in bed for several weeks.
I didn't know that.
I was so very scared. Probably the loneliest person in the world.
I never knew my mother could feel lonely or insecure. But I discovered that there have been times when she actually felt the same way I do.
You've learned a lot about your mom, but you haven't told me anything about Liesl.
Well, I do have some news. My essay was chosen to represent the school in a contest.
Great! Congratulations!
I don't know. I guess I've always enjoyed expressing myself with words. When I start to feel all this incredible pressure inside, I just sit down and put my feelings on paper, and somehow I begin to see things a little better.
About yourself?
About me. And other things. I see my mother slipping away from us. And I know it's only a matter of time. But there's an end to all life. And we really have to enjoy it now while we can. You don't need to do a million things to be happy. Just one or two, so long as they're things you enjoy. Maybe that's where my mother went wrong. She was always trying to do so much. I wish there'd been more time for me.
You still feel like nothing? Well, then, who are you?
Maybe in my own way, I am special. No superstar or anything, just me.
That's the most any of us can be.
How do you think I should wear my cap? Joe says it's supposed to be worn squarely on the head. I think it looks better like this. Don't you? Mama? Mama? What do you think? Of course, it's safer for her to stare at the ceiling than to look at all the things she loves and be reminded of all she's about to lose. She's tuned me out, too.
Hold it. Come on now. Let's start again. Let's start with the left foot. Now, everybody ready? Okay, let's begin. Music.
There's a message for you in the office.
What is it, Mom?
Is it about the children?
Do you need anything? Don't worry. I understand. You know that we love you, Mama. That we've always loved you. And we know you love us. That you've always loved us. Sleep. Dad, why don't you go home and get some rest? She'll probably sleep through the night. I'll stay here with her.
Thanks, honey. I'm going to stay with Mom.
Okay. I'll go get you some coffee.
Leo. Hi. Been calling the hospital asking about your mother. How you doing?
Okay. Confused. It's as if she were already dead, only she isn't. And I wish she were. But I also wish she weren't. Do you understand?
Of course I do. Your mother's still alive, but the spirit and the energy that made her what she was is leaving. Perhaps it's already gone.
Where does all that energy go?
I'm not sure. But I believe it's something that can be passed on through the people she's touched. Like you. You can choose the things that you like best about your mother and keep them. That way, well, that way they become part of you. And also something you can pass on to your own children.
So then, part of what I am is what my mother was.
All the best parts. All her energy and spirit and creative ability is yours. You have it already. And more important, I think you're learning to recognize it. How'd you come out in the contest?
Oh, I lost.
Oh.
But I won something, too. My essay taught me who I am. Lisa Gilbert, the writer. I know I'm just beginning, but that's what I want to be, a writer.
Good. I'm glad we had a chance to talk.
"5 minutes ago at 4:50, your mother passed away."
I want to see her.
Are you sure you're going to be all right?
I'm fine. I hope you can hear me, Mama. I have a few things I'd like to say before you go away. I know I've told you all this before, but I just wanted to say I love you. I always will. I know there have been times we haven't understood each other all that well. But I've learned so much about myself lately. And I guess I've grown up some. I wish you would be around a little longer so we could get to know one another better. Mama, I'm gonna miss you so much. Please miss me just a little.
Better hurry. They're going to start without us.
Oh. Oh, congratulations, honey. You look beautiful.
Say, lady, you turned out okay.
Thanks, Jim.
This is for you, sweetheart. Wrapping's not very neat, but it's the best she could do in her condition.
For Mother?
She wanted to give you something.
case I'm not here when you graduate. This is for you, dear Liesel. You're going to be a fine writer one day. And make us all so very proud. It's only a matter of time.